and crafts is a favorite pastime. Originally, this activity in Britain in the 1800s, all over the world. Today, it improves people's mental health. Art therapy. To Animal Audit Corner, as you can tell, table today. And guess what? Blog. And then today we are gonna fill in my name, of course. We work on its own. It's gonna actually have to paint it on top of. So let's just get started. So now we're gonna actually pillow that's below the animal. All right. Okay. And as you heard, I'm going to use this blue. In here it is in that photo. So let me. Oh, it's actually a couch, but if I'd known it was the couch, I would have painted it. We'll just pretend it's a pillow. So, all right. Now, and as we Laura collected enough to put a roof on her head, thanks to you guys. Science. See this time. She is not living up to you guys. You helped her a lot. It is so great. You, blessed be. I love you up even though you're perfect strangers. So she is, I bet you, she is just that you guys came to her rescue. My paintbrushes. And is okay. Incredible to the former Scientology community. First, we are here advocating for them and in Scientology. And of course, you is doing well thanks to all and were able to help her get back on her. So we're all here pulling, and we're going to continue to act everyone out of Scientology safe. Of course, science contributes to the unemployed country. Taxpayers, because each and every person that's unemployed, unemployment check. In 2000, the estimate cost of unemployed individuals is at 1.2 trillion for an individual. And each and every employment check at 2.8 billion. Also be in a month with those checks that or individual that is collecting unemployment. And of course, contributing to the unemployment. Time they get former members, every job lost. So you guys, by helping out every science out of Scientology, even though sometimes get the AIDS, sometimes even though years. Now, that is really sad. So, and to help contribute, every former Scientologist for leaving Scientology, they're gonna have to get some aid. So, just next to the Aftermath Foundation and the SPT, so they can actually get to get back on their feet again. Scientology win. Evil that reeks into this world. I always know it. You know what? I did it. I actually believe we're a religion. Now, did I on charities? No, that part I did not know. I did not know they had those front groups. I did not know that they had those front groups. What else was I going to say? Because I just thought they were just worship. And I got in, and they were being so secretive when I requiring what they were doing. Okay, what are they worshiping? But then actually, a couple of years back, were protesting outside the test center. They were saying they were having, it did not look like they were having church. Absolutely not, because people weren't going to worship, because plain as day that they weren't worshiping. It's not. It looks more and more every day that it is a cult. Now, a cult comes in. It could be yoga, religion, a business. Only in this case, a business, not a religion. It is a Ponzi scheme. And of course, also involved in it. He just got himself in way too deep, and he is vulnerable. He thinks he's in a religion. Guess what? He's not helping one single. And what he's doing is contributing to unemployment. Yeah. Bad. Will he pull out? And it doesn't look like John Travolta is going to leave. Possible they're holding his sexuality to prevent him from leaving. Because guess what? Shrinking big time. And he's contributing to the and agree revenge tactic for people saying, oh, well, I'm sorry. Negative energy brings negative response. It keeps going in that direction. Now, Tom Cruise should know what it feels like, because guess almost lost his contract. No, he lost one of his contracts at the studios, but gained another one because of money. So, all right. Now, I don't. He actually thinks he's helping people, but he's delusional if he thinks he is, because contributing to the unemployment in this country. Deserve it, but no, because as he gave you the statistics of unemployed, an unemployment check by employer. Now, I told you the cost it would cost for a person to collect how much it would cost taxpayers. Because Scientology controls. Now, and guess I am in the process of doing a project, a Scientology project. Now, what is it gonna be? I'm gonna keep to myself. I'm doing. Now, where am I located? No way I'm gonna tell. So that has a knocking on program that claims that they, but they don't. Off of drugs, they kill them. How am I going to contribute into them? Going to lay one finger on another person? Drug habits? I am not going to say anything. That the project I'm doing, maybe. That person drugs is putting so much. Now, how am I going to that? Well, never tell, because they have behind their method science. They're not having other scientists. They're not talking to the person. They're not getting it. Whether or not their health is good. So there's really, I think, research going in. We just can't go with their numbers. And there's, I mean, there are doctors. They're the worst kinds of doctors. First of all, psychiatric help in doing that. Have a degree in psychology. So they have no authority to be doing. There is no statistics. There is no numbers behind. Checking on the results. So if I had a drug problem and I need, now do I know anyone that's right now? No, I. But even if I did, I'm going to tell them if they plan on going, I would tell them to forget it. They are. So my latest on, I'm not going to say. So I wouldn't be stopped from go on to the next. And I'm not going to say they're all crazy. And, and is capable of telling them Democrat or Republican. What I heard on the grapevine. So now, what Scientology is helpful when it comes? No. So it's just impossible. They don't know anything. And their methods are lousy. Would I bring on one of my? No. Well, but guess what? Dail is a nurse. And look at it and think horrible. Which one? So I'm not going to say who it is. Wait, let's see here. It's a little wrinkly. I should have stopped, but so yeah. So call, and I'm waiting for. I'm not gonna say it. I'm definitely not gonna say it. Hospital. Another drug rehabilitation. No, no. It's gonna make a guess, and they can make all the guesses. Not gonna say how I'm gonna do it. That's for now. Do they really help people with mental illness? I wouldn't go take a trip with them. Me personally. And they also think that as mental illness. So if that, then that would mean that me in danger. So, and the way I do things, I seeing a therapist because they help. And when you come out of Scientology, you're going to be 100% good. Even though there's no such thing as a cure, be managing Okay, everybody, sorry about that nature call. And where was my train of thought? Right. Okay, no. Not go to people like them. They will destroy people like me. They people with mental illness. And would I take a chance? Because if they destroy me, then my who love me dearly would suffer loss. My brother loves me like I'm her own sister. Difficult, and that's due to my mental illness. Do that? No, I don't. So, all right. It's supposed to be a couch, so it's okay. Pass it off as a pillow, but then I was looking at the bottom of my. That's not a pillow, that's a couch. So now I'm just make like it's a pillow. So, and yeah, it will like it because different. Not that I want to make there are other, but they love me dearly. Yep. Even or not. And yeah, they don't want to lose me. Period. And anybody destroy me or my family. I die, then okay. And do they contribute to mental health? Healing, never. It would make people the way everything looks. So it wouldn't be good at all. When you are orgs and they're in joy, tell them to get lost. Let them contribute of the problems you have. They're not going to let you destroy the person that you are, because that's what Scientology does. Destroy people's lives who they is them and trying to destroy them. No, it's the other people. And we can So, all right, how is this looking? Okay. Do I actually like this product? No, because it's not. I'm gonna have to actually. I'm gonna have to actually go over it some of the time. So paints, you're gonna have to go over a certain. So yeah, that's how those paints actually is used for churches. Ugh. He completely finished. No, because guess what? The glass doesn't really. I mean, it and it looks like regular glass, so you're gonna have to paint over. That's what it looks like. Now, I don't think it's like what's it's what the canvas paint would do for the canvas. So, so it yeah, it has to actually. It actually has to color. It's not looking like it's a color at all. Over it. Okay, any other stories? Yeah. Uh, Usually the topic I would talk about is Scientology, talk about other cults. So, all right. All right, there we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to let this dry already disappearing, so I'm going to have to. Now, as I mentioned earlier, our therapy actually it stimulates another person because that's what it's. I am not a psychologist, so if to get art therapy, go to the link and they'll give who is specialized in that. They're gonna tell you that you're gonna have to have health services. All right. Okay, now at the same time while it's dry, which it did, at the same time it's disappeared and paint again. It's just, so it is glass paint. Some of this just disappear when it on glass. So you over it again. So, all right, so take a smaller brush. Now, as I'm painting, it just, mental health, it just relaxes. It's really relaxing. Just hold. And of course, as you can tell, love for squirrels and artists, and who is a part of the aftermath, one of Leah Remini's in series on TV. He is it. So he's part of that project. And he is guys singing backup for Laura FM. He paints, as far as I know. He just pretty much does it. This brush. All right. Okay, let me try this one. I better try the smaller version of this. So, yeah, he's done. But you know what? If it comes out, I will see it on YouTube. Present his No More Kids. That's the name of his college. That's the name. Oh, looks like so. Okay. Or brush for this one. See, some of it is actually over it again. So this is what happens if you when you paint glass, that would happen. Okay. So then I'm gonna, yeah, this is why I have segment, and it looks like I'm leaning towards Connor. So, and when you actually have mental illness, you go see an art therapist that specializes. Help you out on that if you dream. But it doesn't really put food on the table. That's the only thing. So true, because is this my bread and butter? And I finished products in. Yes, I put some of these. Gonna put in the finished items in, but however, I really ready to be in your presence. I'm working on it. Now, this is not just for people with Scientology. It could be for illness, or you're interested in like this, that's fine. But I'm hoping are on my channel actually help everybody else that's coming out of it. And since originally wanted to tackle, which I'm gonna do anyway, but the thing, it's so hard to find some animal, because they really well when it comes to that. So all you, if you're working or a pound of some, well, don't take anything from them, because guess what? They'll put it in front of what that already happened. That happened to one of their. They weren't a Scientologist. This person is saying bad things. And by putting, yes, that's what they did. They took an in front of his doorstep. Okay. All right, so I'm going to move. So, let's see. Right now. Now, I did contact. And I told them everything, and they said, yes, it's. I don't know why I brought this up. They were set their. I did give them all the information. To the SPTV Foundation, and they are started by former Scientologists coming out of Scientology. It's for them. Okay. All right. Now, things going right? I think it's going down that direction because it's going to get done in my end. But where I am, I'm not going to decide. I really don't want Scientology. They don't, because there's nobody following me. There's no one. I'm good with that, and I'm fine not disclosing. So that's what was my location, because that's the step, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Gosh, I look so unbelievably pale, and the base on Nicholson. I'm kidding. Buying the wrong base. Try a little bit harder to find a tone that would match my skin with Nicholson. So right now I'm looking at hairs coming out of my face. So I can't. It looks so bad, and I see it right in front. So I know I'm not supposed to talk about this. It is bothering me a little bit, because one of the people on how to get views, one of them says, hey, oh, I'm tired, or I'm hungry. Oh, I just felt like I had to put it out there. Now, okay. All right. This one, and then on the bottom of the lily. Lily. I think that's what it's called. All right. All right. Now, I things are looking up. Now I'm going to fill in this area, so blue area, and not a clear one. That's what it looks like. So all right. This is just so amazing. That the art therapy, if that's the case, come out. And since I've been doing this as a teenager, I had years of practice with go in front of a, and this is very little, but that's not what it's really. Research, the character, the form of the art, it's about having fun. If the money comes right now, am I making money from? Not yet. So let that dry. Now, okay, and I'm gonna put my name on the bottom. Okay. All right. Yeah. If you have a YouTube channel, makeup on because you're gonna look so pale. So it's right now. But you know what? I'm gonna have to buy the. I've been buying the wrong base. So now I am going to put my bottom. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna okay. There. Of course, you're only getting part of my last. All right, so now I am going to put my signature at the bottom of this one. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Over my brushes. Oh. Okay, there. Okay. I'm gonna put my name on this. No, I think I'm gonna. So I'm gonna have to take off. Should I have to take off the end of? Let me see. You know, I just didn't like the way it. So this is going to be my signature. All right, so here we go. All right. Do it. Artist name at the end. Breathe. So now this one, let this one dry. Okay. Does this one have a signature at the bottom? Ooh, yeah, right. What date? You know what? I'm gonna have to check. So hang in there. Yeah. 7th, 2006. So it's 27th. And of course, you know it's 27th. All right. Well, maybe. No, well. All right. Okay. One more time. Okay. This is incredible, and if I wouldn't apologize. Wait, because it's not actually drawing, so paint my name so it will. All right, now I'm gonna stay for 30 minutes or so. So let me grab my where is my small brush? All right, let's see here. Not really. Okay. Let me see here. It's not the here. Ugh. Let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna have to throw some of these. There's. Let's see. Now, I guess I'll... All right. Okay, now, I'm in the black. Now, these paints, and I'm gonna paint every day because these cost money. Definitely. And if I walk into my set that I want, so I'm gonna have to go online and so. All right, so let's see here. Paint it on top of my name. Work, because this ain't the brush I wanted to use. All right, looks like it happened. I'm gonna write into O and R. So. All right, and now the reason is because just because it's permanent, not actually mean that it's gonna actually paint over it. So I felt like I did something this week because, and to whom? I'm not telling. Is it a government official? So if I say who I made the phone call to, they got and see. Now everybody knows what they're doing. Else, I was clueless when it came to their, and that Tom Cruise was a. Now, is John Travolta? It might be possible. Even the good, and we all do, a good person or not perfect. But there are people, and that's what David was totally evil. And of course, that. Now, L.Ron Hubbard, and he was the monster who. So, do good service. No, he did not do. Because guess what? He scavenged into a monster. And he turned Tom into a monster. He traffics labor into his household. it off. Tom does not pay him. And he makes a donation to Scientology. He is contributing into a 1 million. Each and every film that he makes goes to favor. Now don't get me. He's an excellent actor. He is, but he just went from good to evil. Even though he's one of the rich. So. Okay. Alright. Here I am painting over my letters. I want to use how do you like that? It looks like I'm gonna. There we go. And all of you, I'm not on my channel right now, but you are jumping on. Because guess what? My views went up. Thank you very much, everyone, for doing it. I made my channel, and I am really doing it. Next plans for this channel, I am going to work on with my plans. Oh geez, you know what? All right. Now, alrighty. I'm actually, I'm going to write another letter to Peter, since I told him about Scientology. And it looks like it's going in that direction. So, and I am gonna tell them that because Scientology is a danger. Did I tell them that the last time? That I don't remember. Since I have so impossible and the mental illness. Okay, there. Okay. All right. 1 hour and 19 minutes since. Put in the stroke. My signature. because I do not want the ink marks. Oh, jeez. I can find my other. Let's see if I. Let's see here. Oh, I found another perfect brush. I really need this, so I did. I found the perfect. All right. Unbelievable. Now. Okay. Okay, so I am going to. Jeez. Okay, there we go. I'm going to use this brush. It's much smaller than what I'm using. So let's get. Okay. Now. Now, do I want to do a it's possible. Do it. You know what? Armenian community and see if they would like to talk to one of my friends and see if they would love. And money to throw a fundraiser, but I know I probably would. Am I going to mention his or her name? No, because I'm not going to. Now, would I want to have a fundraiser for the SPTV Foundation? So, right. Now, believe it or not, I'm in the state that Tom in getting ordained in Ohio. Now, where is I anything because you know what? Those guys are I mean, I'm not going to. So they're entitled some all peace. Yeah. This would happen and I would think, oh my God, I'm just so disappointed. New characters, they would think, oh, a nice person. So, yeah, I'm going to be entitled to that. Okay. Now I'm going to work on the name. This is just so great because it's fitting the entire. Oh, this is perfect. Now, what story am I going to do next? Let's see. Now, Ella herself got out of Scientology. Are you aware that Trump's occultist? Oh, I hope so. Music, I just love her. She is so aware that she went from one cult to another. I don't know. She's an excellent person, and it looks like she doing that is because she's taken a pro-choice stand. To her believes abortion is murder because that's what she wants to believe. We're going to let her. Am I pro-choice? Yes. Pro-choice. And it's for various reasons. Care. So, taken off the table, health care is not going to go so well. Table for women with bad health to carry a child to term because for obvious reasons, some of them are not going to go to term, and if they do, they can die. Or they have it up ill the rest of it. Problems with the brain or whatever. They're going to have that health care available for them. That's the way I view it. But if she wants to be pro-choice, that's her. I'm not going to actually believe that a woman has a right to choose. So, if she wants to believe it, not. Aaron is pro-choice. Yeah, a man is pro-choice. Life. Is that something? So, dot my I, my A. I am going to all right, it looks like it's going. And what else is going to go on? Dead silence. All right, now I'm going to 2026. But it looks like I have to put it the 2026 another day. All right, because I need something to paint. Boy, I am just so excited. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go back to work. Yeah, I'm going back to work. Where and so because yeah, damage enough as it is because unemployed, and they do that. But all of you helped her with her bills, so blessed you. So did that for her. So, and that's what SPTV Foundation and the Aftermath. But the Aftermath Foundation rejected her application. But all you did a great job. All you guys, her fans are there for her 24/7. Shows she is. So, do you think I'll promote? Maybe if they are. Self, believe it or not, is a drummer. Boy, he is just so cool. There we go. Alrighty. And this too. It is. I'm like, I found something and it's great. Now is so great. You express yourself. It's the greatest thing to have in the. Now, I'm not only a painter, I'm an actress. Years I've been getting roles. I do have a resume. And yeah, I did. I did build my foundation through the often because guess what? It is hard to be. And of course, YouTube definitely gave me a tool. And I thank the creator for us. So, craft is not about fame. I think it's about the character, and that's what it's really about. Now the comma. So it's been about So now I'm actually call it a day. That's right. I've been on, so I'm gonna call it a day, and then with you guys. So find out. Here. Animal Audit. See you tomorrow.